Welcome back. Treat Mom this Mother's Day with a surprise breakfast in bed. Suzy Gazzellone of Suzy's Cake Angels is here with some inspiration. This is a beautiful spread here. How do you make the perfect pancake?
Thank you. The perfect pancake, the trick is the cinnamon.
All right.
Because cinnamon always adds a nice flavor to the pancake.
A little zip.
And it's just, it adds that comforting taste to the pancake, which is what we're looking for.
And that's like spreading it in the batter instead of over top.
Exactly.
Okay.
In the batter, we're going to mix it in. Actually, I'm going to get you to do
You tell me what to do.
The pancake recipe today. So we're going to start off. First things first, you want to make sure that your ingredients are at room temperature. It's important for that because when we're using things like melted butter, you don't want something like a cold egg or milk to seize up the butter and tighten it up because it will not allow for the batter to be as smooth.
Okay.
So we have flour here.
Am I doing this right?
You're doing a great job. Perfect. I'm gonna add in some baking powder and salt,
okay.
The secret ingredient, cinnamon, and a little brown sugar. This is about a tablespoon of brown sugar. And the reason I add brown sugar is it adds that caramel taste to the pancake. Again, adds to the sweetness and the caramel texture as well. So we're gonna sift that.
All right.
And then once we're done that, we're gonna move over and add the,
I'll just dump it now, there we go.
Can dump it. That's totally fine. The brown sugar in itself will melt really quickly, so that works out well.
Okay.
So now we're gonna do the melted butter. And you can substitute that for oil, but melted butter adds good texture, moisture, keeps the pancake fluffy.
Just dump it in?
Yeah, dump it right in, yeah.
Okay.
And then we have some homogenized milk, full fat milk as the fatter the better.
Okay.
And we're gonna dump that in as well. I'm gonna start with the mixing slowly. And then we have 1 egg. So just in case you, let's say, decide I'm gonna make pancakes and your eggs are cold, my little trick is warm water, throw in an egg in there.
Okay.
And it heats up the egg, so like that you don't have to worry about cold eggs being in your pancake
Perfect.
mix. So we're gonna put it.
And how do you get the kids involved? Is this easy enough for kids to do as well?
Absolutely. This is actually something I do with my son every Sunday morning. What we do is he'll get all the ingredients for me, so it becomes like kind of like a fun activity, right? It's all on how you position it to them. So he finds all the ingredients in the cupboard. We place everything together. It's a great opportunity to even teach them how to do measurements.
You say teachable skills as well, right?
Absolutely. Teaching them how to measure, even like 1 cup of flour into another cup of flour, leveling it off. Measurements. And then, you know, even the cleanup after. I know a lot of parents are concerned with the cleanup. Just make it a game. Who can clean up? Who could collect all the bowls first? Who can, I don't know, wash as many dishes as you can, right? Make it fun, create an incentive, right?
All right, what kind of advice do you have for people who aren't comfortable in the kitchen, maybe aren't good at cooking or baking?
You know what, keep it simple. And in my book, Secrets from a Baker, I've designed it in a way where simple ingredients, easy to find, easy to follow, but also very simple to make the instructions, right? You don't need anything too complicated. And yeah, I would say that's probably the best advice.
All right, and from this step, what happens?
So from here, you don't want to overmix the batter because or else you'll get that rubbery, dense texture. So the lumps are great, lumps and clumps in this case.
Lumps are good, okay.
Lumps and clumps are great in this situation. And what I do is normally get a ladle, right here.
Right there.
A ladle, we scoop it up and put it into your pan, let it cook for a couple minutes. Make sure that your heat in your pan is about medium to medium low, because if it's too hot, it'll cook on the outside.
Yeah, not on the inside.
And not on the inside. The worst thing you
gross.
can have is that pancake and it's still running inside. Ugh.
Now, is it bad to eat pancakes that are running on the inside?
It's not bad to eat,
not good.
but I mean, it's not great, and you don't want to ruin that experience, especially for Mother's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Moms do a lot. We got to make sure that we take good care of them, right?
All right, we have less than a minute left. And to spice up the pancakes, if you want, you've got chocolate chips as well.
That's right. So, I mean, I love chocolate. I think most moms love chocolate. So I like to add in a few chocolate chips. You can add it into your batter. Again, just a quick stir so it doesn't overmix the batter. And that's it, and you cook it.
All right, and just put lots of syrup on it.
And lots of syrup.
What else do we have here?
So we have some waffles. You can also find that in my book. Again, you can also add any other ingredients, blueberries, additional ingredients.
Healthier choice, blueberries and strawberries.
Yeah, exactly. We have some blueberry muffins in here for moms in case she's feeling like a muffin.
All right, so if you're feeling adventurous, kids, husbands, try some pancakes for Mother's Day. All right, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Adam. So great to bake with you.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.